So, Adrien Brody, I think he won an Oscar here recently. I didn't see the movie he won this Oscar for, but I did see The Pianist, which was an incredible movie. Just a tremendous actor, very, very gifted. I always like to start with the shape of the face. In my world, there's 9 face shapes. He's a combination between a tree face and a fire face. Tree face that's that length that's here. And then he's got the little narrowness as it comes in on its chin. That's the fire energy that's there. So the tree face, this is someone that's very deeply rooted. He can take the winds of life very nicely, likes to grow on his own, doesn't like to be trimmed back. The gift of mankind that these tree faces have is their ability to spread their branches and protect. They really make great bosses, great dads. The fire face is about sensitivity, and don't know the guy, but I think he's an extremely sensitive. I always like to look at the right and left eye, and the right eye is what we show to the world. It's our public persona, and it's our mother's influence. The left is our true inner private self. It's our father's influence. You'll see a lot when you cover up one side. You can't see it when you're looking at it straight away, but once you cover it up, it goes, oh, something's there. So when we look at his right eye, he's a tad lost. This is rare. Usually the right side will show very positive things. In the left eye, we see some pretty extreme sadness. This is not an uncommon trait with actors. This guy gets so deep into his characters, he's got to be able to just get lost in that world, and he's got to be able to be extremely sensitive, and he'll use that sadness as a motivation. This isn't negative. And really, in facial diagnosis, nothing is good or bad. We need to remove those labels. It just is. But I think he goes deep into his characters, and that's why he's such a tremendous actor, and that's why he's won 2 Academy Awards. His ears, very forward-facing. The left is definitely more so, which means people with forward-facing ears, they tend to hear everything, but they don't listen. They like to hear their own voice. Again, not a negative, especially in an actor. I wouldn't put it in the negative category at all. The fact that it's only on his left side, he probably heard what his dad said, but he probably didn't listen. Again, I don't know his relationship with family, but my guess is he had a little bit of an issue with dad. Eyebrows are always something that you can't ignore on him. Everybody looks at him. I think if he were a dog, he'd be a basset hound. Those eyebrows just come down in such a way that they just seem to be revealing. We don't know what it means, but I'm going to share what it means. So when we see these eyebrows like this and the slant, especially that slant it's a little bit greater on the left side, is someone that's kind of critical of themselves. I don't think that's an uncommon thing that you will see in professional athletes, professional actors, that type of thing. They are kind of unequal heights, those eyebrows, and this is an indicator that he can be a little moody, a little sensitive, probably had a bit of a tempestuous relationship with a parent or step-parent growing up. The teen years are kind of in this area of the face. Nose, very large nose. Nose is about power, drive, ego, leadership. He has a lot of that. This guy does not have a self-worth issue. He's got a lot of internal things that he calls upon, really more than an effort to be really good at his trade. His nose is a little pointed or bent a little to the left. Could have been a fracture, but if there wasn't a fracture, this is usually avoidance of a female. Could be mother, could be someone else in his life, but has to do with the female because it's, again, pushing to that left side, which is the male side. Mouth is very narrow. Odd kind of indicator here. This indicates he's kind of introverted, which how can the actor be introverted? Again, they're acting. So I think they can override some of these inherent things. This also indicates a little decreased sense of safety. His head kind of rules his heart. Then he has these nice deep lines right here. They're called following lines. Following means purpose and spiritual strength. This guy's found his purpose, great spiritual strength, and it shows up in his work. Health-wise, notice that he's got these lines across the forehead. They kind of dip a little bit. This is what we consider a prolapse of his transverse colon. So as his colon crosses the abdomen, traverses the abdomen, it kind of dips down a little bit. This puts some pressure on the bladder, and oftentimes you have to urinate a lot because of that pressure. Gas and bloating are pretty common with that. A little bit of kidney deficiency, nothing real dramatic there. Kidney governs bone. And then he's got some lines up here that are kind of a liver line. But again, basically a healthy guy. So this is our latest actor that won an Academy Award. Hope you enjoyed meeting Adrien Brody. Have you enjoyed the faces we've diagnosed thus far? Do you have someone you'd like to see diagnosed? Put it in the comments and it just might happen. Hope you enjoy.